Justin Boone for theScore here. The fantasy championship is 1 week away, but to get there, you're gonna need a win in the semifinals. So let's take a look at 3 sneaky semifinals plays this week. And the first is Mike Williams. The only thing holding him back at this point is a lack of targets. And the reason for that is the Chargers haven't had to throw very much. They keep winning games and they're able to lean on the run. But against the Chiefs, that won't be so easy. These two teams played in week 1. The Chiefs put up 38 points on the Chargers, really forced them to open up, and Mike Williams had one of his best games of the season. 5 catches, 81 yards. I think we could see a similar stat line this week, maybe even a touchdown on top of it. Next up is Robby Anderson. We know what his upside can be. He was a top 20 fantasy receiver last season, but this year hasn't had as much success. Dealt with injuries, changes at quarterback, but he's starting to get healthy. His targets have gone up the last couple weeks, and we saw a pretty big game from him last week against the Bills, 76 yards and a touchdown. Now he gets the Texans. They are terrible against speedy receivers. T.Y. Hilton had 199 yards against them last week. I think Anderson's gonna have a big one here. The last guy I wanna talk about is Anthony Firkser. It is not a name that I just made up. He is the starting tight end for the Titans now. They lost Delanie Walker earlier in the season. They lost Jonnu Smith recently. And even with Smith in the lineup over the last month, Firkser was coming on. Had 40 yards or more in 3 of his last 4 games. I think he's a guy that could give you 50 yards, maybe a touchdown, and in a year where tight ends have just been so awful, that's enough to be a fringe tight end 1. I think he's a guy you could start with some level of confidence this week. If you're looking for more fantasy analysis, make sure you're checking out theScore app every single day and following me on Twitter @JustinBoone.